there's thousands of reasons to get into backcountry skiing. Naturally, it comes with some risk. So there's a lot of things that you want to be doing to make sure you're safe. And I think one of the first things for sure is, getting the tools that you need and learning how to use them. And I think the most appropriate way to do that is starting off with an avalanche course. That's something that basically everybody who's thinking about backcountry skiing should do. Start to learn about the snowpack in your area. Thankfully, areas like here in the Wasatch, we have an amazing resource with the Utah Avalanche Center. And so you want to get in the routine of reading those reports and reading them every day and starting to get a picture of what's going on in the snowpack.
Thanks to social media and outreach, avalanche courses and awareness has just gotten into so many different new corners and places that it has before. So, there's online webinars, there's Zoom meetings, American Avalanche Institute, there's ARI, there's countless more. So the information and the knowledge is readily accessible now, which, say 10 years ago, it wasn't as much. So I think we're all very fortunate in that aspect.
In the beginning of the season, I like to prepare myself by refreshing, wilderness first aid topics I might be interested in, as well as doing a lot of practicing with my avalanche rescue equipment, setting up my probe, setting up my shovel, practicing with my beacon. Really important thing to do is to go out with your partner and set up some scenarios and set up some situations that are much more realistic than your standard, go find the beacon buried 6 inches under the snow, instead of being like, oh, what should I do? Now I'm trying to condition myself so that when something happens, if it happens, I know exactly what to do. And I just go into a very robotic way of doing things, because it's just been conditioned over and over and over again. So there's no uncertainty when it does happen, if it does happen.
You can't practice that stuff too much, right?
No, not at all.
That's the reality of it.
Practice makes perfect, kids.